Good morning, friends. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to Buck and Billy Ray's YouTube channel. The other day we did a video. This is the 86er, which you got to hand it to the 500 for sticking in with this saw. This saw's nuts, and that 500 is standing right in with it. So there was a lot of blowdown at Root Rot Ronnie's, and before I got bucking to it all, I thought I would just do these tests, and it was a fun time. We had a blast, and I was very impressed with both saws as I know them well. But we're going to continue bucking this stuff, and I want to share this 500 with you and the 572, and it's just me bucking firewood. There we go. There you go. Let's put this on the still. All right, friends, through the past, I would say week, maybe week and a half, you've probably seen a few little bits and snippets of this bucking frenzy that I was on. I would interject a couple, but this was a blast. And I'm just going to share this with you. We worked this 500. I just put a full tank of gas in it. And this was when I started the gasoline test. So away we go. I hope you enjoy, friends. So friends, you can see the bow in the log there, right? You see how I'm standing on the inside of the bow? Believe it or not, it's there. And if I was on the outside of that, that would put me on the tension side. So as I buck along here, I'm just going to share some things. I get pinched here, friends. I was going to edit it out, but the reason I can't buck through this log completely is I got rocks. See, I'm looking in there. It's full of rocks because that tree got knocked down with this, and there's dirt and rocks and everything all in there. So I'm very careful here, but just watch as I go here. I want to share this little thing with you. I could edit it out, but I'm not going to. Everybody gets pinched, friends. Don't let them tell you they don't. So friends, watch right here. Just watch the log. It'll just dip. I go to the bottom. It grabs me. It's already grabbed me. You probably saw it. See? So don't start yarding on your saw. It's simple. It happens out in the when you're falling, and it's just the way it goes. Go get a wedge. Usually we got them hanging off our hip, but I don't have it with me. Go get a saw. Take another buck. Do something. Don't pull on your saws. Just leave it there. I never pulled on it once. I didn't bother. I knew it had me. And it happened fast. So friends, on a bound up situation like this, you want to be standing on the inside of the bow, okay? So you saw that thing when it let loose, right? That log, it shot out away from me. And see, I had that log protect me beside me there on my left. Don't stand on the tension side of those bucks when you're releasing something go. That grabbed me so fast, just squeak, and it had me. So friends, because I get into these scenarios all the time, and I've been into 1,000 of them, this is nothing. This is minor, but it doesn't, that can break your leg. If you just walked in there and you were on the other side of the log and you were a green guy or someone getting into chainsaws or power saws, whatever you want to call them, and you went in there and just started going, that breaks that lets go, you have a broken leg instantly. That is a big piece of timber, and it's loaded way up at the top. And you watch. It's not done yet. It's not. It's not done settling into its place. Stay on the inside of the U. Stay on your compressed wood. Stay inside the bend. So friends, the log's up in the air, and I just took a couple precautions to hopefully when it settles to keep me out of the dirt, you know. Just threw a couple things underneath it. It takes about 30 seconds. So friends, this is where I was doing a fuel consumption test. So I started bucking it right where you saw at the beginning of the video. And obviously I got pinched, so I've been walking around here and there and this and that. But I was going to see if I could just get her going straight through and a non-stop bucking scenario with this saw and see how long it lasted. And I worked it out. It's not the greatest, we all know that, but that's the price you pay for power. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Some people get so heck bent on the fact that they have to finish every buck and get down close to the ground. Look at that thing throw chips. I love this power saw. You don't have to do that. Get buck 8 or 10 chunks until you can get air underneath it, or get, see right there, I was able to pop it. I was too close to the ground. So just, you don't have to finish every buck, friends. Just think smart. Look for air.
Why would you ever run a saw dull? Seriously. I want to see how much work we get done with this saw.
Oh, friends. So if you went on this journey of this 500i with me 3 years ago when I got it, and I was disgusted in it, how it wouldn't cut. I blow my chain off here. I throw my chain right here, as a matter of fact, and I throw it back on. But I'm going to talk to you for a minute. Friends, this is that saw that I traded Ripsaw for, and it is gnarly. Mine never used to cut small wood. You guys remember that whole thing I went through? And I was just, it was sad to me because it was so powerful in the wood. And then everybody on the internet with 500 started to notice it after I brought it to their attention. Everybody thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. It is this particular saw, I think they've kind of addressed it now. This is a wild saw. It's wild. I love it, actually. I'm just making sure my sprocket's on, my chain's on my sprocket before I start spinning this over. It cuts small wood. It does everything a saw needs to do. And I'm just ecstatic with it. Ripsaw, again, boys, thank you so, so much.
I think we did. Okay, so that's out of gas, okay? You can see how much work we got done. Well, remember, we kind of stopped and started. It's 27 minutes, but we know we'll review the video, okay? We will review the video of how much cutting time we got. Are you ready? This is what we do. Get on here. If you're first starting out, just take your time. This is all core exercises. Here we go. Get on all fours, like right away. Instantly the core starts to burn, trying to keep you up here. One hand up. 30 seconds, right? Next hand. Oh, look at me, I'm wobbling all over. 30. So what does that tell you? It tells you that all your stabilizing muscles in your core, your psoas, all the lower muscles are going crazy. Your hip flexors, all of it. But mainly your core. 30 seconds there. Okay? 30 seconds here. And once you get good at it, you can start to add in a little glute action. Because I don't have a glute no more. It got smashed off me in 06. See, I've been on it the whole time. I haven't fallen off yet, right? Okay? This is simple stuff. Now listen, this is where we separate the men from the boys. Okay? This leg and this arm. See? Whoa, whoa. Right? You do this for 2 weeks, your life will change. Yes. Holy smokes. You'd be surprised at how hard that is, friends. Okay? Oh. Good afternoon. Good morning or good evening. Wherever you are when you're catching this video. Friends, I think there's a part in life where you get to a point where it's like, okay, I would like to be better, or where do I go from here? Right? Where do I go from here? What am I going to do? Am I mustering along fine? Or am I in a hole? No. Could I always be doing better? Of course, because there's always room for improvement in every aspect of life. In 2006, I had the wind knocked out of my sails by my own choice, and I got in a logging accident, a falling accident, and it changed my life. Simply changed my life. To keep it real short, it smashed my whole lower back. L1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 took the worst of it. 5 is the last vertebrae before your sacrum and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Everything. It burst into fragments. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. So, but they didn't operate on me. They didn't operate on me. So you can imagine what happened. They just left it alone. They were actually, I think they were afraid, they said, to go in there and start, because it was called a stable fracture. And what a stable fracture means is that it means it wasn't impinging on the cord. It was slightly, but it was more nerve damage down the leg, and I couldn't feel my toes and feet for a little while, but then it came back, and slowly over the years, that nerve damage healed. And nerves do heal, friends. So if you got nerve damage, don't give up, because they do heal. The body is an absolute, especially in good working order, the body is an amazing thing, friends. It's amazing. I've healed, my body's still healing. My shoulders, I believe my body's still healing those from it's crazy. So you get where I'm going with this thing, right? Don't run to the doctor. Don't just run to the doctor looking for a pill to take away your pain or to change the way you feel in life. Don't do it. Reach to your spirit. Reach to the natural powers of the universe, the natural healing, like a tree. You know, you see an excavator working, he smacks the tree and the bark comes peeling off it, and you're looking right into the tree's soul because the bark's been ripped off it. And that tree over time heals up and closes that up again, and it's called compartmentalization. It compartmentalizes that wound. Well, if you look on your body, I'll bet you'll find some of those compartmentalizations as well. The human body is like that. That's that energy I talk about. The life energy, the healing energy. It's not just, it's for everything. It's for humans, trees, plants, the earth, Mother Earth. So I'm not trying to get goofy on you, but we are a healing machine. The body is a healing machine. I've healed wounds. Oh my gosh. So now at the stage I'm at now, I love my work so much. The only thing I do for my body is basically work. I don't do a lot of extra stuff like I was just showing you in there. I have in the past, and I do a slight bit of stuff, but I want to do more this year. I want to do more this year. So I'm gonna. So I'm back on the ball, kind of more steady than I have been in recent, say, a couple years. So, and it won't take long, friends, trust me. It won't take long, and I'll start throwing my elastic bands around again, and you'll start to see some changes in old Buck and Billy Ray. You know what I mean? I'm not a muscular, really, dude. I'm just a working kind of guy. I just work. So everything you see from me is just work. It's not weights. It's not gym muscle. It's just life muscle. So am I vain? I don't know if vain's the word, but I am conscious about how I look. Absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. But I'm 55. So I'm actually not past being able to capitalize on that. So I don't want to say too much, but I want to try and be the best human being I can be with the limitations I have, which are some physical, but there's people way off worse than I am. So, excuse me, I'm gonna do something this year. I'm not gonna try. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And by telling you folks about it and showing you my body, and then 6 months down the road or a year down the road showing you my body and my spirit and my soul to you here, maybe people will see that it's possible. Does that make sense? Because I want us to be strong. I'm talking to men right now. Women, I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman, so I don't know what goes on in a woman's brain. I know what goes on in my wife's brain because she tells me. She likes a nice home. She likes nice things. She likes flowers. She likes to cook. She likes to have a nice, pretty visual, right? So when my trucks are askew out there and there's too much rubbish out there, she lets me know. So that tells me that she likes to have a prettier visual. And I've been with her for 30 some odd years now, so I know her a little bit. But I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple guy. So, let's be the best we can, fellas, this year. Let's try and make change this year for ourselves. Hey, who's in? You? Good. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Because if you do all those things, you won't compare yourself and you won't be bitter for things you don't have. Instead, you'll be grateful for what you do have and strive to be better. And you won't say, I'm going to try this. You'll say, I'm going to do this. Just like 27 or 28 years ago when I sobered up, I said, I'm going to live on a power saw. Whatever it takes, I'm going to be a sawman, which could involve firewood, slashing, production faller, climber, anything to do with a power saw. I'm going to be able to handle that service. That was my thought process all them years ago. So I feel like I'm pretty proficient at a saw and sawmanship tasks. And I feel good about that. And it's given me a living. The forestry, urban forestry, logging, it's all compilized, don't know if that's a word, into a living for Buck and Billy Ray and a way to feed his family. And I'm darn proud of it. But I will say this, in the last couple of years now, few years on YouTube has supplemented my income. What a glorious treat. Hey, what a glorious treat to have that. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, let's have a look here. It's January 6th. Let's read something. There's the 8th. Here, let's do this. Whooping, whooping. Monday, the 6th. Let's put on some seeing eyeglasses and finish this video with a slight reading, shall we? I think we shall. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may face and accept whatever discipline is necessary. I pray that I may be fit to receive God's power in my life. Okay, friends, did you just... Why does it always pertain to what's going on? How does that work? Did you just hear that? And did you hear me flapping in the wind there? Friends, I did not read this. I just picked it up just now. I have not read this till just now. Read to you. Let's read it again. I pray that I may face and accept whatever discipline is necessary. Slashing, logging, climbing. I pray that I may be fit to receive God's power in my life. Okay, that's outrageous. It's straight up outrageous. I'm not a religious man, but I'm intelligent enough to know that there's something going on. There's some kind of natural. Star Wars had it right. I've spoken of this before. There is some kind of a force out there, and God's an easy 3-letter word that I can use to call it that. So I'm ready, big fella. Do with what you will. Do with me what you will. Stay fit for life. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for being here. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. See you on the next one.